Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host AMF1534 here. Welcome back to Let's Play some more Ghost Pilots. And again, things are going to be very hard as we're kind of approaching the end or the second half of the third really long level type of thing. I don't really know whether to call this like level 3 or like level 6 because it's kind of, I don't know, they kind of do like little mini stages that are like, I don't know. I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. My brain is just fucking fried today. It's been a long day. So anyways, we're moving along, and we're getting semi-close to the end of the game, I guess you could call it. I mean, I think there's only like one actual like set of levels to go. And so yeah, that's what's going on. But it's not easy. Things are not easy at this point. And I'm trying to kind of multitask in a sense, because the Portland Trailblazer game is on, albeit I'm not actually watching it, because God forbid that series has been an absolute dumpster fire of epic proportions, so I have it on in the background, but I can't bring myself to watch it just because of how badly they've had their assholes blown out of their ass over the last few games. So I know they're winning right now, but I'm not putting any stock in that just yet. Things get ugly later. I mean, I would actually watch it if I could, but I mean, I'm not like a lizard. I can't just like have my eye just go off to one side where I can multitask that way. That would actually be a very obscure superhero talent. I'm Lizard Man! I can watch all sorts of sporting events while playing video games simultaneously. Because that is what I can do! Lizard Man! Multitasking at the same fucking time! Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. So, oh dude, I gotta tell you guys about this dream I had last night. It was weird. I mean, I have weird dreams a lot as it is. By the way, we're approaching spending 10 virtual bucks here. I think this is like what, our $9th right here. So, hey, this would have been an occasion if I was actually playing this in an arcade where I would have stormed out a long time ago. Like, I am not the type of dude that's about to spend $10 on one game, like in one straight sitting. So, I mean, be lucky that the world created something like this where I can actually, you know, do things like this instead of blowing that much of my hard-earned cash. That was another short life. But this dream was crazy, man, and I have a lot of crazy dreams, and this was definitely up there with the best of them. I would love being able to have, like, a little bit of room to breathe here where these guys can just leave me alone for a second. But it's not going to happen. I've been sitting here barking up that tree for way too long. It's never going to happen. What the hell? What in God's name is all this stuff? Whoa! What the hell is this? They kind of remind me of like chain chomps from Mario, or like they're kind of almost like boxing gloves, just giant chain link, like ball and chain boxing gloves. That's a bit weird. I like it though. I mean, it's a little bit of a different look for just your average tank. So, you know, why not? At least they're not making it just this stagnant, boring mess, which is cool. But this dream, I have to tell you about this dream because it was fucking weird. And I'm trying to figure out like what spurred it, because I didn't necessarily watch any movies last night. I told you guys what I watched last night, so I don't really know what caused that to come up, but so, here's what's going on. So, what the hell's going on here? I think this is just well, hold on. Was that the last part of it? Or is there more? I still think there's more to this. There it is. I like that noise. I don't know why. It's such I don't know, it's a very basic noise. I just like it. So, yeah, so there's more to this still. This is the second half of this level, I guess. So, in this dream, and I don't know why really any of this stuff was happening in my dream, but it happened. So, apparently, I'm at like this laboratory. I don't even know where the fuck it is, but it's apparently near like a pier and apparently a forest at the same time. So, but it's still in like a commercial area where there's a lot of like, you know, like commerce and businesses and stuff. So I don't really know what kind of places are like that anywhere, but there are. So I'm there, and me and this group of you know, doctors or researchers or scientists or whatever the fuck you want to call them, we're working on like this. We're working on like this this type of like viral enhancement system for people. I don't even know like what I can't remember exactly what group of people this was supposed to be for, but it was supposed to just be like an overall like bodily enhancement thing. Not like for like bioweaponry or anything. It was just like supposed to be this thing that just makes you supposed to like speed up like recovery and health and all this stuff. And apparently the experiments we were doing with it, it didn't work out the way we wanted to, and so we were just going to dispose of it altogether. And so when we came up with this, they decided that I was going to be the guy that was going to destroy it. Like, they gave me that task. They're like, okay, so we need you to get rid of this stuff. And for whatever reason, I was like being fucking lazy. I didn't want to do it, or I didn't take the measures that they told me to take. So everything that happened in this dream was 100% my fault for being, lackadaisical and everything. But so I decided I'd take this vial, because it was only one vial of this stuff, and they're just like, hey, we need you to dispose of this, dispose of it in whatever way you deem fit, but in a way that's not going to be detrimental to fucking everybody else's life. I was like, okay, and so for whatever reason, I thought that the answer to that request was to take it outside and go throw it in the forest, because, that's the best way to get rid of stuff. What the hell? This thing's like a plane-sized tank Pez dispenser. Hey, you want to get some free tanks? Come get them out of my plane head! Yay! Whoa. Calm down. Jeez. So I decided to take this vial of extremely, important and, fragile and really dangerous, like Sid Phillips extremely dangerous caliber stuff, and I just take this vial and I just chuck it out in the middle of the forest, like right over this chain link fence. Holy shit, man, we are getting absolutely reamed in the balls right now. Oh boy, and he's got a flamethrower! And so I chuck it out in the forest, and the vial breaks open, and I can hear it over there, and I'm just like, whatever. And, all of a sudden, it's like, within, like, seconds, before I'm even able to turn around and, walk back in, all of a sudden I see stuff starting to, like, come out of the ground, and they're like these weird, like, kind of like humanoid-looking things. Like, they look like regular people, but I can assure you they definitely weren't. But they're like these humanoid things, but they're like all like colored in different colors, kind of like the ground that I threw it in. And so obviously I could tell like they weren't human whatsoever. I mean, that was the thing they started coming over the fence and they started replicating really quickly. And so I was like, oh shit, what have I done? By the way, how unfair is that? By the way, it's just like spewing these things out at like record pace. Ugh. Of course, a lot of that is because when you shoot these things, those stupid little napalm things, then they split apart, so I have to, like, time all my shots here. Come on. Ah! Fuck! Oh, I hate it. I'm not gonna let it bother me. I'm not trying to go all fired rage mode here. I'm trying to hold my composure, my CompuServe here. There we go, he's dead. So they come into the lab where we're at, and they just start trying to kill everybody. And so we had this fail-safe option that if something were to go terribly wrong with this procedure, that we could commence like this electrical shutdown process, because apparently these things have like this electrical chip in their brain that when the thing actually fires off like this EMP pulse at the end, they all just die. But it takes an hour for it to charge up. And so here we are. Oh, great. As if these other levels weren't hard enough, now we have to deal with this? I can only imagine. Oh, God. You gotta do this. Who the hell is this guy? It's Blonde Hitler! Okay. All these levels look exactly the same in the beginning. But this music sounds a little more serious. So while we're waiting this hour-long thing to charge the whole thing up so that we can kill them all off, which apparently will also shut down the replication process too, because I don't really know how that would stop the things out in the forest from just, doing whatever. But, wow, there's a lot of people. This is really unfair. So while we're, waiting for this thing to charge up for an hour, it's just like this all-out, like, throwing fisticuffs war with these little bastards. And they're hard to kill. Like, it was one of the bloodiest, goriest damn dreams I've ever had, but apparently my fighting skills were on some shit, and I don't mean in a bad way. Like, I was doing, like, some, like, straight out of a horror movie stuff, where I'm, like, grabbing these things by the back of the head, and I'm just slamming them into the wall. And, like, it was weird because some of them were, like, taking the shape of, like, they were just, like, they were in the shape of, like, girls in, like, their mid-20s and stuff. Like, they were just, like, regular, like, college-age people, like, my age. And they were, like, guys and girls and, people in, like, their mid-40s and stuff. Like, they were just taking, like, random shapes of just assorted people, and they were just coming and trying to kill me in whatever way they felt like. And so I'm just, like, completely obliterating them. And a couple of them, I picked them up over my head and just tore them in half, and, like, this weird, like, discolored blood came flying out of them everywhere, and it got all over my clothes and stuff. And a couple of them, like, I picked them up, and, after I kind of, like, knocked them unconscious from slamming their heads into the wall or into whatever, you just go and you toss a couple of them over into the lake, and, like, over the pier into the water, and then their bodies exploded and all this stuff. Dude, it was weird. Like, it was seriously one of the most violent dreams I've ever had, and it was awesome. It was just really, really cool. And I want to have more dreams like that. Not saying that I get off to a crazy, killing thing dreams, but they're certainly fun to talk about afterwards. That's for damn sure. So that's what was going on there, and, like, we kept fighting them off, and it eventually got to the point where we charged up the EMP, and, we ended up pulling the trigger on that thing, and it just, like, wiped him out. And only 3 of us out of 13 of the, scientist, researcher people or whatever survived the whole, barrage, and so we just kind of, like, sat there for a minute and reflected on it, and then I ended up waking up because my alarm went off. But holy crap, dude. I mean, I've had some things. I mean, the dream that I had where I thought that my dad was the lawnmower man and he was trying to kill me was certainly one of my other highlight dreams in the way of being completely weird. But that was on a different level of stuff. So, yeah, that's all I got to say about that. It was a lot. There was a lot going on there. Damn it. Okay, so this is what we're going to do next time, guys. Since we're dead here, I figured this might as well be a place where we can get ourselves a little bit of a momentary break, because when we come out of this, it's going to get nasty. Really nasty, as you've seen so far. This has been pretty ugly. We spent a lot of money, right? There's no way that we haven't eclipsed like $11. I won't know it until I edit and post. But when we come back on the next installment of Let's Play Ghost Pilots, we're going to keep on moving through what I'm assuming to be the last levels here. And then we'll go on and see what happens. I'm kind of intrigued if we're actually going to fight the Grim Reaper or not, because I, again, still am trying to figure out why this is called Ghost Pilots. But hey, we'll figure it out soon. So until then, this is your host, AMF, saying thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care, guys. It was fun, for sure.